Typically in automotive history, when you've wanted big performance, you've needed a big car with a big engine. What if that didn't have to be the case? And that's what some smart Germans thought many years ago with the Volkswagen Golf GTI. Now, in terms of design, the Golf GTI isn't really that much different, and the interior space is going to be the same as the original Golf. I believe on the Mark 6 they've increased the wheelbase, which means there is a little bit more room in the back. But in terms of hatchbacks, especially the Golf and this one, the GTI as well, you're going to want to probably carry family members at some point in time or friends. So in terms of legroom, you've got plenty of legroom, and headroom you've got plenty too. As well, you've got these really comfortable seats, leather on the GTI model. It's a nice interior back here. So the Golf is a pretty popular small car, so you want to have good rear space. And in the Mark 6, you have a decent 350 litres when the seats are up, and when the seats are down, you've got 1,302 litres. So the Mark 6 Golf GTI is an improvement over the last in terms of performance. You've got a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine, but you've got 155 kilowatts, which is 8 kilowatts more than the Mark 5, and you've got 280 newton meters of torque that's available quite low in range. That means you've got a great performance figure of around 6.9 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, which is good performance for a hot hatch that's also practical. Coming into the interior of the Golf GTI, it's of course being quite a nice place to be. You've got great materials, really high quality, being a German built car, and being the GTI as well, you've got some small additions. You've got this improved steering wheel, which I think looks really nice, and you've got the screen in the center, which includes navigation as standard on the Golf model. And as well, you've got dual zone climate control, you've got a center display which will show a live reading of your speed and those kind of things as well. But overall, it's an improvement over the previous generation. Setting off in the Golf GTI, we'll first talk about the livability of this car. Now, that's kind of the whole point of this car, is to give you the practicality of a standard Golf, and then in the addition of having the performance and fun of the increased power from the motor. It has a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine with the DSG dual-clutch gearbox that's very well known to be one of the best ones in the industry. Now, driving this one, it certainly does have quite enough get up and go, and livability wise, you're not going to suffer because it has very comfortable but sporty suspension, so you do feel low, but at the same time you're not too worried about what you're driving over. You've got plenty of space, obviously, you've got a lovely interior, all the mod cons that you need and that you expect from what could be considered a performance family car. And that brings us on to the performance of the car anyway, because it does provide everything that you need to have a little bit of fun. Even though it is a front-wheel drive, when you step on it and when you want to go, it'll just go. It does exactly what you kind of intend it to do. Don't know if you heard that just then. That's just in the normal drive mode and not even in sport. So it's definitely got plenty of get up and go. You've got all the paddle shifters here, and it's a great little drive. Coming to safety as well, it's a very safe car. It's got an NCAP safety rating of 5 stars. You've got airbags all surrounding. I believe it is probably more than 6. You've got all the necessary safety systems that you'd expect, ESP, etc. So ultimately, that's what the Golf GTI is kind of designed for. It's a fun performance car that doesn't sacrifice on practicality. So packing up on this one, the Golf GTI is a great little car. It's got plenty of performance that you may want. It's got the practicality that you'd want for your family and friends to sit in the back, or if you're going on holiday. And at the same time, it's economical, and it's going to be a very reliable car as well in the long run. It might not have the street cred of some of the new competitors like the CLA 45 and all that kind of stuff, but they're in a different price range altogether. So this is a very good buy for the money. We'd like to thank Audi Mornington, even though this is a Volkswagen. They had this in their used car lot. Definitely check them out if you're nearby. They can definitely give you a good deal on a car. Thanks again.